Good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith. I'm super excited that you decided to join us today. Well, it's the first day of December. How about that? We want to say a happy anniversary to Coach Ricardo and Karen Miller. Hope they are somewhere enjoying themselves. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please come on in, like, comment, and share. Make sure that you like my Build Your Best Life Facebook page. That is essential in order for me to be able to see you when you're on the broadcast and see your comments. So like my Build Your Best Life page, and also subscribe to my YouTube page. Well, you know, our theme for 2022, which is about over, is all about actions. Your words, your steps, your gestures, your posture, your facial expression, the movement of your eyes, even what you write or what others see and speaks volumes. So, what are your actions saying? Make sure that you keep your actions in check. Excuse me. Well, it is the first day of December. So, of course, we have a new theme. Our theme for this month is life is a journey. Life is a journey. And if you're like me, you definitely already know that life is definitely a journey. Well, today I'm going to be talking about plot, life, and navigate. Plot, life, and navigate. And if you look at those letters, when I say those words, plot, life, and navigate, you know that equates to plan. Plan. So, you know, what you want to do is to ensure that you plan your life in manageable steps. You want your life to be manageable. You don't want it to be so that it is cumbersome. It's always hit or miss. You don't know what's going on. So you do want that life to be manageable. So you have to learn to do some things. You have to learn to plan out your life and make sure that those plans are what? Specific, measurable, attainable, measurable. What did I say? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. Right? And then you want to navigate along your destined path. What your path is not what my path is. What someone else has as a path is not my path. So you want to navigate along your destined path. And journeys are more manageable though when they are thought out and they are structured. So you know, I can just say, well, let me think. What do I want to do? I'm going to make a peanut butter and jelly salad. Okay, that's what you say you're going to do. However, do you know if you have all the ingredients for that sandwich? Would you be real upset if you sit there and you wait till your stomach starts talking to you and you go in there and you've been thinking about that peanut butter and jelly sandwich with grape jelly and cold milk, and you go in there and you don't have any bread? You had a plan, but you didn't make sure that it was manageable because you didn't have everything that you need. So I'm going to go over some things that will show you how to ensure that as you plan out that journey, that you have the right steps and everything that you need to do to ensure smooth sailing or better sailing is going to come out better. Good evening, Pastor Allen. Thank you so much for tuning in. So again, the first thing, remember I said plot life, and navigate. So the first thing, plot our plan. Plot our plan. Remember, you got to have structure. So the first thing, as we go into 2023, and this is essential for every single person, whether you're in school, you're trying to get a new job, you're trying to be better at your job, you want to be a good mom, you're trying to mentor someone, you're trying to be a mentee, whatever it is, you want to make sure as you go into 2023 that you have it all together. You want to set those goals or whatever, but you don't want to just come out the box where, okay, plans and just start writing down and then say those are your plans. You need structure. So the first thing you're going to want to do is assess what happened in 2022. How was 2022? Is it smooth sailing? Did you learn some things? Did you experience some things that were life changing for you? What happened? Knowing where you were this year is very essential as you try to build those steps going forward. It really makes a difference. So let's just say that you don't bother to look at any area of your life, what happened this year. You just say, hey, 2023, I am going at it. I know I'm going to build my best life. I'm going to be so much better. But you didn't bother to look at anything in 2022. You didn't try to think back on anything. But your life happened. Now, suppose, even though you didn't assess it and look at it, you spent 120% of your annual salary this year. I used to say, how you spend more than you got? You probably were charging. So, yeah, you were doing something. If you spent more than you earned, then either somebody was giving you some money, you were charging, you took out a loan, or something of that nature. But you don't know that because you didn't bother to check out anything. You don't have a budget, you haven't checked anything. So then, fast forward to this time next year, guess what? You're probably going to be in a world of trouble because you didn't assess 2022. You started 2023 in a bad place, and now you're drowning. So that's not what you want to do. You want to stay on top of it. You want to build your best life. You want to be the best that you can be in all areas of your life. So you have to have structure. So you do need a plan. You need a plan, but before you start with that plan, assess where you are. So if you could go back and wind back, and we jumped to December 2023. So wind back to now. Okay, so if you take the time and do that assessment and you find out you're spending more than you're making, then you can sit down and come up with a plan. You sit down and write a budget. When you find out, yes, I am actually spending too much. I'm going out to dinner, I'm charging these dinners, and that bill is just, increasing and increasing. Where can I cut back? Is there somewhere that I'm just spending that I really don't have to and I can cut back? Or no, or is it gotten to a point where I need a second income? What is it that I need to do to ensure that 2023 is going to be where I want it to be? Because that's the end goal. All right. Okay, so that's the planning part of it. Basically, in a nutshell, summarized version of it. And then you have to look at life. So your life is what you make of it, really. But your life is essential. And there are all kinds of phases in your life. So the average person wants to have that structure. You want a life that you can manage, that effective living life, where you can have fun doing everything that you're doing. With your faith, your finances, fitness, you just own it. That's what you want, right? But can you imagine that if you every single day, if you never plan anything in your life, so every day you would wake up and you have to say, what am I going to wear today? You're in school. Huh, I haven't started on my project. And will I finish it by the deadline? Deadline is in 2 days. I haven't started. Last Wednesday. I can't remember. What days do I have football practice? And I got to get dressed. I don't know. I can't remember what I wore yesterday. I could wear my blue suit, but I don't know if it's clean. I wonder if my gray suit is in the cleaner, is this in the closet? What if I have an appointment today? Do any of the kids need to go to the doctor? Do you have any anything social planned for this week? Oh, I have math tutoring. Mm. For the life of me, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow or was it yesterday and I missed it. Is that what you want? An emergency pops up. If you have just not planned anything in your life and every day it is what it is, do you even have an emergency fund that if something happens, it's covered? Or will you have to pull out that piece of plastic again? So not knowing how you would get from point A to point B and just derail everything. If you are interested in having that life and you want it to run smoothly, knowing that life is going to happen, you're going to have some bad days, you're going to have some good days, life happens. But for the most part, you want to try to control things as much as you can. Your family, your finances, your spiritual life, uh, your children, plans for their future, emergency funds, what you're going to do on your vacation when you have money. All of that is a part of your life and is important. So it is, therefore, yes, it is important to plan and have those goals, but you don't want to just write something down. Okay, these are my goals 2023. And when somebody say, "Hey, do you have any goals?" Oh yes, I have goals. But are your goals worth any more than what's written on that paper? Is it something that's even going to be possible based on what has already happened to you in 2022 that you may not have addressed? Think about your life as you plan. Because again, what we want to always strive to do what God wants us to do. He wants us to follow our purpose. If we follow the purpose that He's given us, He's going to give us the tools and skills that we need to do that. And whatever we do, we need to do it to please Him. So we have to do all those things as we are managing our lives. Very, very important. Okay. Third thing is that and. What life and. What's and? And what else? Life goes on and can be a billion things. It amazes me that some people think that they can operate in their lives with no vision whatsoever. I can just get up, go to work, drop kids off. I'm good. I don't need goals. I don't know what all the hoopla is about goals. I don't need to write anything down. I don't need a to-do list. I'm good. So if that's the case, how are your children trained? Is it whatever you think of that day? That's what you do? Are you self-disciplined? Do you care if you get places on time? How do you manage your meetings, your appointments, if you don't care about time, being organized, being reliable, being intentional? Do you have any idea what your partner has planned? Or you just let them plan life and then they say, okay, tonight we got to be this place at 7 o'clock. Oh, but but you what? 7 o'clock is where we have to be. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But how many of us are running around doing just that, being unintentional about what we're doing in life and just leaving it at that? Tell you what, get your blindfold, go stand in the middle of any street that's not in your neighborhood. Got your blindfold, put some earplugs in your ear, blindfold and earplugs. Just imagine, close your eyes. This life with no vision. You don't know where you are because, of course, you know, you've been trying to move around. You're not just going to stay there. So you're trying to move around, but you don't know where you're going because you can't see, you can't hear, no one can direct you. So you don't know where you are. You don't know if you're in danger. You have no vision. You don't know where you are, therefore you don't know where you're going. Imagine that. Is that the type of life that you want to live going forward? You want to continue to do what you've always done so you can get the same results that you've always gotten. I don't know about you, but I don't. But now, isn't that crazy? But just think about that. You're standing in the middle of a street. You have a blindfold on so you can't see. You have an earplug, you can't hear. What if that was your vision for 2023? That's enough to think about. All right. Our last one that I want to talk about as we plot life and navigate is navigate. Navigate. We want to move. We want to go. 2023, every year, tons and tons and tons and tons of resolutions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be better at this. I'm going to stop doing things that are negative to my body. I'm going to just be better, better, better. I'm going to navigate through this life. 2023, that's going to be the year. How are you doing it? Yes, we should all want to go from one point in life to the next one. But before we can move, we need to ensure what? That we have the necessary tools and skills. We need to ensure that. If not, what are we doing? Are we spinning around in circles? Are we just going back and forth? Are we just standing like life is just passing you by? What is it? What's going on? Right? There is no magic genie. You know, we've heard about the genie in the bottle. You get 3 wishes, or Dorothy should have click her heels and she can, be back in Kansas. None of those things exist. So you cannot uh, rub on a lamp and this genie and tell this genie, I want to be on Tele Street in Tel Aviv. And you just pop over in Tel Aviv. Doesn't work that way. You have to do some work. You have to find out. There are a lot of things that you're going to have to find out before you can go there, right? You got to find out how much it costs. You know you can't just drive there. So what mode of transportation are you going to use? More than likely, you got to fly, but you might, uh, you know, cruise a part of the way or take a train part of the way and then fly the rest of the way or cruise, whatever. But you have to determine how you're going to get there. It's not just a car drive away. Then what is the cost? Do I have the cost? If I don't, where am I going to get it from? I know the weather here. Do I have any idea what the weather is in Tel Aviv? Is it cold weather? Is it hot weather? Is it storms? Is it windy? What can I expect? So based on the weather, what kind of clothes will I need? Will I need heavy clothes? Will I need light clothing? Will I need to make sure that I cover up because they have all kind of bugs or whatever? Well, have I done any research? Is a passport all I'll need? Do I need something else? Do I have to get vaccination? This is even before COVID, but do they require you have a certain type of vaccinations or anything? And then how long are you planning on staying there? Where are you going to stay when you get there? Airbnb, all-inclusive hotel, bed and breakfast. What are you going to do? You have to navigate your way through life. And sometimes as you navigate, what happens? You may make the wrong turn. We say it's the wrong turn, but it's we navigate the way that we decided that we wanted to go, but that's not the way that God wanted us to go. So He makes us detour. All right. So there is a lot to the navigation piece, a lot to that, and we just think about it. And then, I think it's just so amazing that, people don't want to learn new things because I always say, well, I'm a lifelong learner and you can learn something new every day. And you can. It's just amazing. So it's talking about this navigation and how you get around and, the conveniences or whatever. But just think, hundreds of years ago, there was nothing but a stagecoach. Just, people, when they got to their destinations, they were dusty because all they had was windows and have air conditioning, horses pulling them. It was what it was. Then they got trains. They were slow at first. I think they used wood or coal to make them run. They didn't go as fast. They didn't go as far because they had to build tracks or whatever. And then they got more modernized. Then they got buses. Buses was a thing. I don't know different parts of the country or states or whatever, but I know Greyhound used to be a big thing. They had Greyhound and Trailway. And very seldom now you see a bus pass by. Then planes, ah, that's how you can get somewhere fast. It was a point in time when you can get somewhere fast, but now it takes you a little longer because you have to get up. You spend a lot of time at the airport. You never know how that line's going to be. Depending on the time of day, you would think, oh, this is early. You go to the airport and you go, oh my goodness, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Where are all these people going at 5 o'clock in the morning? So it's just a little different, but still navigation. You're on that life's journey and you're trying to get someplace. Okay, then we came up with GPS, the navigation system, so you can put in your address, put in where you want to go, and you can get step-by-step directions. Someone's guiding you, turn here in 300 feet, go for another mile and a half, and do this. And so I had to go somewhere yesterday here in this downtown. I didn't know exactly where I was going. I had a kind of idea, but at first I put the address in my phone, and for some reason she was giving me turn by turn, and then she stopped talking. Then I put it in my GPS in the car, the way it was telling me, and then it says rerouting. Oh my goodness, what did I do? So I'm like, oh my goodness, I got navigation, but I know I'm lost. I know I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be meeting my son. So I'm calling him. Where are you? I said, I think I'm lost. Where are you, Mom? Oh, okay. I'm not sure where I am, but it's the policeman standing here, and that building over there says blah blah blah. But I can't stand up the street, so I'm not sure where I am. Okay, let me find you. I can find you because we have the phone. Find your phone. He says, let me find you. So, okay, I see where you are, Mom. He said, I'm going to pinpoint you. I said, huh? I'm going to pinpoint you. Okay. I'm going to send you something. It's a pinpoint. When you see that, when you see the pinpoint pop up, push it, Mom. Okay. So I did what he told me to do. It looks like a stick pen and it popped up on my phone. Pushed it. It began to tell me where to go. Sure enough, if he had pinpoint where I was to get back to where he was, sure enough, I followed that route and went right to where he was. I'm like, now how sophisticated is this? And that's how life is. It's different things, different ways of doing things. Sometimes we've done things a certain way for so long that we think that if we continue that process, that it's going to be smooth sailing, and it's not, because things change, streets change, they reroute streets, they do a lot of different things. So your navigation, the way you might have done something 5 years ago, 2 years ago, even 6 months ago, may not be the way that you need to navigate through life. You might need to get somebody to pinpoint it for you. So by assessing where you are is a good place to start. So what is it that you need to do as you're plotting and planning for 2023? Remember, don't just say, I'm going to write down some goals. I'm going to have goals for 2023. I've never had goals before. I had goals, but I didn't follow them. I had goals, I did follow them, but I'm going to do better this year, so write them down. You have to write them down. We have to have some meat with them. Remember, they need to be specific, measurable, attainable, uh, achievable, retainable, and time-based. You need to know what it is, when you're going there, where you're going, and how you plan to get there. You need to plan and plot. Plan and plot. So as you have maybe some downtime, hopefully before the end of the year, to think about, where is it that I want to see myself next year as I navigate through life. Write down those things, where you think you want to be, or what you want to do, changes you want to make. Write those down. Assess where you are, what you've done this year. Are you heading in the right direction? Do you need to make a slight shift? Do you need to make a deep curve? What is it that you need to do as you navigate? Do that and start out 2023 headed in the right direction. You navigate, you want to use the basic, latest tools that we have. Learn, be a lifelong learner, read, learn new things, make your life fun, make it the best that you can be. You be the best that you can be so that you can build your best life. And you'll have so much more fun. And your life will be much more effective. Now my voice was kind of going in and out, but I hope that something that I said will assist you as you think about your life, and it is a journey. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please make sure that you visit my website, which is www.buildyourbestlife.org. That's www.buildyourbestlife.org. You can read the blog that comes out each Monday. You can look at my calendar of events and see what Build Your Best Life is planning, what we have going on. You can also find out more about Build Your Best Life. You can visit my store where I offer coaching, consultations, speaking, webinar speaking, and you can visit the store also and get a autographed copy of my book, Build Your Best Life. It's a great read. It will help you to navigate to learn those basic principles that will assist you in overcoming obstacles and build your best life. It is a great resource for young men, for mothers with sons, parents, educators, leaders, mentors, coaches, and it makes a wonderful Christmas gift because it's a book. It's a gift that keeps on giving because you can always pick it up and read the same thing and get something else out of it. So please visit my website. And if you prefer the Kindle version, you can order the Kindle version of my book at Amazon.com. So thank you so much for tuning in. Good evening, Dan. Thank you for tuning in. If you missed any of this, you can always go back and my videos never come down. They're on Facebook and YouTube as well as Twitter. And you can see what you missed. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please join me on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. The topic is going to be just one step. Just one step. And we're still talking about life as a journey. So please join me Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me. As you travel, please remember that you will run into distractions, pitfalls, rough terrain, and detours. But don't let any of those negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, keep going to be a better you so that you can build your best life. And remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you, be blessed, stay safe, and I will see you Saturday. Bye-bye.